to first walk you through estimating and acquiring bids. So estimating, acquiring bids, very important. If I knew what I know now in 30 years, I wouldn't have lost 30 million in 3 long-term relationships. Estimating starts with the scope of work. Every trade that is used to build a home is one of many professionals that can either make or break you. That means you need to make sure you find the right one. The only way to be sure is actively work with them, ask the right questions, and of course vet them. We found that using a website, providing the information, the basic information, um, to deliver what they need for their bid. If someone says they have to meet you on site or this, that, or the other, they're wasting your time. They don't have the experience. I can do a bid with 3 things for any trade on any project anywhere in the world. Those 3 things are: what is the scope of work? So are you installing a new roof? What is the desired materials or finish? Are they copper panels? Is it an asphalt roof? Is it a shake shingle roof? What is it? Where's the project? Is it down the street or is it in the next state over? Do I need to, have travel funds? And that's it. With that, I can get online. I can figure out, what that project's going to cost. I know what the materials are going to cost, right? I know where the project's at, so I know how big that roof is. I can look it up, literally the address, and boom, I know exactly how big it is, and I know what I can do it for. So that's it, right? So pretty easy. Now to get into the fun part. All I need to know is what kind, what kind, how much, where, and when. To break it down again, we need to, as estimators, find every detail about the project that can either cost more, delay, or otherwise be time consuming. That comes by being smart about the questions you ask and the detailed understanding of what it takes to be or to estimate the costs of whatever it is you're estimating. For instance, we estimate residential, so you're going to find out as much as you can about the home, right? If it's an existing home and you're doing a remodel, or if it's a new home, that makes it real easy because then it's just based off the plans. On a residential remodel, the estimates, we need to anticipate the unknowns. It starts with a thorough scope of work. So just to kind of get that going, let's do this. This is a line item based on just insulation. So insulation, line item 1100, which could be any line item, but 1100 story roof. So this is the 3rd story where the roof was on this home. Foam board installed, 1400 square feet, R10, and then I could do the labor and materials. So you start breaking it down, right? This is what we call the word part of the estimation. Here's the line item part of the estimation. We can do a break off that has all of the different estimates on size, space, units, volume. Then we get into walls, doors, amounts of units. Then we get into the line item budget. And this could be whichever project. This was an old project we did in Snowmass. You have the preliminary stuff that doesn't have anything to do with the site, but has everything to do with documentation and overhead. Then you have demolition, excavation, site work, landscaping, and so on. And this can be outlined in many different fashions. We ended up outlining it with 3,600 line items. For instance, here's rough framing. It's all the way down here at line item 800. The Daryl, or whoever was working at the time, put some information over here in the notes with regards to what things cost, different dimensional planes, different costs of lumber, different takeoffs that have information with regards to whatever that line item was or is, and then going all the way through. So it has the quantity, unit cost, amount of the material, unit cost, amount for labor, and then total amount for both combined. And then to go all the way down, you'd have your total, right? So it all broken down, excellent, documentation. Daryl did an incredible job on this. And then of course we have you could do an active budget, which we're doing right now on many projects that we do. We do an actual budget that we're actively updating. I'm actively updating daily or weekly. And then you have your subcontractor draw request. This actually documents the complete total for each line item, and then what's been billed out. So you get your percentage of completion as you go. It's an active or a real-time, almost real-time, relation to what's going on. So that's everything with regards to the documentation and how we use the documentation. Now let's get into something real simple. So we get into looking for estimates. Now, when we're looking for estimates, we first need to give them a scope of work. So here it is. I have basalt, I have framing aloft, set rim and run, 2x12 cut on top of walls with a cantilevered overhang that includes a 130-inch stair, 13 risers at a 7 3/4 inch with a 10-inch tread. So this is a framing aloft and a little stair, right? Onto a platform. Okay, so with that information, do I have enough info to give a bid? Well, here's the layout. I don't have the loft there. Let me go down and see if it's down here. And there it is. So I have the loft outlined. Remodel in Leadville. There's the loft right there. So this is the loft. And there's the stair. So I know it's 16 feet by 32 feet, right? Because it has the 8 foot, 8 foot, and 16 foot, 32 foot. So how hard would that be to bid? Now let's go back up here. So I can go through there with electrical. And let's go back here and have framing. Framing aloft. Set the rim, okay. Run 2x12 on top of the walls with a cantilevered overhang. Rough sawn 6x12, okay. So someone could have given that bid real easy. It would have said, framing aloft, and then I would have had scope of work. Install 2x12, rough cut, 16-inch on center. There would have been like 20, I think 25 of them. So that's $2,500, $100 to set each one. So that would have been $2,500. And then cantilevered overhang, 130-inch stair. The stair would have been $3,500. Standard price that I do for stairs. Cut from rough sawn. Decked with tongue and groove. Tongue and groove I do for $6 a foot. So $6 times 400 is $2,400 there. So now we're at $2,400, $3,500, and $2,500. Basically $7,500. And that's it. $7,500, labor only. That's what I would have done it for. Electrical panel, same thing here. So each one of these, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a bid. Now to get a bid, for us, it's real easy. So we can go in here and do, let's say, basalt foundation, 3x3 footers. You need 10 footers with number 4 and 5 rebar driven 6 feet into the ground. Mixer buckets load. Okay, so 3x3 footers, that's 9 square feet per footer, right? There's 10 of them. So it's a total of 90 square feet. Now, Fixer is a great place to find bids or estimates. Architectural, yes. Wood for the entire house. Continue. Put that down there. We're kind of looking at home or residence. Do I know? Okay, so that's Fixer. Let's see if they'll give us any numbers. Main. Alright, there you go. I can go there. Searching for pros in Carbondale, comparing quotes. Okay, so it's trying to find quotes. Then you can go into here and go into how much does it cost to build a footer and pour concrete footers in Colorado. Okay, let's see what they come up with. So then you can come on down here. So here you go. Here is an average cost and prices. Cost of concrete in Colorado is $6.25 a square foot. That's 4-inch reinforced. So that's we're doing a foundation, so that's double or triple that. So double or triple that, that would be $12.50 to $18.75, right? $12.50 to $18.75. That's the cost per square foot. So I like to round up, so it's $20. $20 per square foot. So each one of these footers is 9 square feet. That's $180 for the concrete. It's a two-part deal. So you have the concrete and you have the form making. I do it for $400. We actually did it for $500 a piece, but I'd say at least $400. And hopefully you got how I did that. Basically, I took, the depth was 4 inches. We know that our footers are 8 inches to 10 inches to 12 inches deep, and they were saying a 4-inch reinforced slab. So if in a 6-inch reinforced slab is $9. So double 9 is 18, right? Because we're at a 12-inch. We're a footer, not a slab. Anyway, so that's that. And then how much does it cost to build a concrete foundation? $17.50 for an average of 5 footings. It says there. That's $400 a footing right there. Almost 400 a footing. And then I go down here and I go, these guys 18 to 55 per linear foot. Okay, so that ups it again. So now we're seeing even more cost. So once you start to add, how much does it cost to pour a concrete footer? Cut 3 to 5 per square foot, 1 to 2 per labor cost from contractors, 2 to 3, 2 to 3,000. So you start to get an idea once you read a few of these of where you're at, and it ends up being, I'm looking at $500 per footer. So let's go back up here. And if I was on this and this was the LIB for the concrete, so let's go like this. I'll go make a copy. This is going to be the concrete. Forms, 10 of them. Bid, basalt. Boom. Let's go over here. And here we go. Total materials. There's the materials. There's all that. I'm going to go ahead and erase this. And we're going to do concrete. Concrete is around $20 a square foot for 12-inch deep by 12-inch deep slab. My footers are going deep, 10 to 12 inches. I know that because I just know footers are a minimum of 8 and usually 10 or 12 inches. So if you don't have that, and then you put your address up here. So whatever it is, basalt, bid, example. So you do your estimation. I checked 3 sources. 3 sources, fixer. What else? You did fixer. You did I don't know, Google and Angie or Contractors or whatever. All seemed around $500. So per footer. That's your information, right? So that doesn't go out. This is for your eyes only, right? For my eyes only. File away for next bid or for tracking. Tracking may want to increase bid to be safe, right? Something like that. Bid to be safe. Okay, that's done. So and then I do, how much it is. It's 10 footers. 10 footers requested. 3 by 3, so that's 9 square feet. That's 90 total. Stuff at $20. $20 per SF. 1,800. Okay, so there you are. That's a labor only. Boom, and then I take the rest of this and done. And then I put the date on there. Date, estimator, Todd, boom, done. There's my LIB. Okay, so hopefully that you got that. You know how now you went through in what I'm sharing with you, this estimating folder. It has renovation template, which is that this template here, which has everything on here. Has the active, has the one you can manipulate and roll out, has all the different wall estimates, units, volume, and then of course it has your Word document for estimating as our sample. has my sample, and there you go, and that'll really do it. So, all you really need is just that information, this basic scope of work, which I provide. You plug that in, you do your own estimates online, you request from estimates from others, and by the way, when I request estimates, it's real simple. I just say, if you'd like, please go to this website, and let's do that real quick. Well, I'll do that in another email, but it's just, please go to our website, Colorado. It says it right here, coloradoneedsbids.com. And here's an example of one of our bids. We have a guy doing that. Here's the bid. He estimated concrete. Don't show him this, but estimated concrete at $20 a square foot, and that's what he does. Labor only. He does materials is extra, and this is his bid, $1,800 for 10. Oh no, that doesn't work. Remember we said 500 per footer, so it would have been 5,000. Sorry, I got distracted, but so we want to be good on that. $20 per square foot. It was too low because it was concrete only. Plus, you have to build the form. So what we did is we doubled it. We said 180 to build the form, 180 to pour the concrete. That's 360. Round up to 500. That sounds more feasible. So the total was 5,000. Okay. So, and then I go back to, of course, checking my numbers and seeing how much things cost. And you go in here and people say, how much cost concrete footers? People are saying cost thousands, right? It's 2,000 to 3,000 for this project. So that's, it looks like we need to ramp it up. 1,750 for 5 footings, so that means 3,500 for 10 footings, right? So 3,500 to 5,000 would be right in there. We want to err on the side of caution, so we did 5,000, and there you go. You have other places you can go, like StartWise here. I have all these areas to find estimates, and you can find 3 different sources very, very fast. This HomeWise, this Yahoo, Google, Fixer, all real quick would give you those numbers. I hope this has been informative, and I look forward to your estimates and your acquisition of bids. Again, send them to the website and say, please give us a rough bid. Here's an example of a rough bid. This is all we're looking for to start the conversation. Thank you.